Hello, my name is Justin.
My name is Sarah, and today we've been talking about athletes who you may have seen recently do some weird, bizarre things, but now you will see them in a different light.
For our first athlete, we have Marshawn Lynch. He is well known for trying to avoid interviews, as can be seen through this previous interview that I've done with him. Okay, so Marshawn Lynch.
What's up, homie?
Okay, how do you think you and the Seahawks did today? Excuse me, Mr. Lynch.
Yeah.
How do you think you and the Seahawks did today?
Shout out to Richard. Shout out to my teammates. Shout out to Cam Chancellor. Shout out to me. Yeah.
All right. A lot of people are saying you're the greatest running back. How do you feel about that?
Nah, homie. I'm just Marshawn, beast mode. I'm the greatest beast, you know.
So you do think you're the greatest running back?
Shout out to Russell Wilson. Shout out to Oakland. Shout out to Tupac.
All right. Now, during this past Super Bowl, they chose to throw the ball instead of running, and you guys were at the 1 yard line. Do you think that was the right choice? I mean, obviously you guys lost, but you still stand by your team's decision?
Maybe. I'm thankful.
But do you think you could have got the job done?
Shout out to Coach Pete Carroll. Shout out to Tom Brady. Oakland.
All right. Well, one last question. How come you choose not to answer? How come you don't take interviews seriously? You always choose to avoid the question or you give some random answer.
I'm just here so I won't get fined. Shout out to Dr. J. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're done here. Thank you for your time.
So even though Marshawn Lynch does not like to talk to the media, does not enjoy interviews, and can actually be very rude in them, he still does a lot of good things for the public and helps contribute a lot.
Good afternoon. We're here with Marshawn Lynch, and we just have a few questions for him. So, I've heard that you've been widely regarded as one of the greatest running backs in all time. Do you think that's true?
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of great running backs to come out of America. I consider myself the most beastie because, you know, I promote beast mode, but as far as great, I don't know.
Okay, so why do you widely just avoid interviews or media in general?
Growing up, I was always about that action. That's why I was raised, not talking. My mom always taught me that actions speak louder than words. So I take that towards the media, on the field. I'm just about that action, boss.
So, are you involved in any organizations?
Yeah, I help promote an organization for inner city youth called Fam First. And what we basically do is go to these inner city youths and promote education, self-esteem, and literacy. And pretty much I basically teach these young kids about life, because that's what Fam First is about, a family. Shout out to Oakland.
So, why did you decide to help found this foundation?
Because growing up, a dude like me ain't have a lot. You know, it would be a week where I wear the same outfit, same socks, drawers, shoes for the whole week during school, and I get picked on and everything like that. And basically, you know, my family always had my back, so that's why I called the organization Fam First. Shout out to my family.
All right, thank you.
Our second athlete is former 76ers player, power forward Charles Barkley, who recently spit on a little girl.
Attaboy, Charles. Way to suck another game. You fucking suck, man. Keep it up. Keep losing for us. I just see another losing season coming for the 76ers again.
Hey man, what are you doing like?
Hey, I'm just telling you that you suck. That's all.
Your mom sucks.
Bro, you're a fucking country blumpkin. You can't even read. How do you feel now?
However, since the incident, Barkley has been apologetic and since then has done many charitable works.
Good afternoon. We're here with Charles Barkley, and we just have a few questions. So, why did you spit on that little girl?
Well, I was intending on spitting on a fan, but the spit just went everywhere and it happened to land on the little girl's forehead.
Did you ever apologize for this?
In fact, I did. You know, I apologized, and just like I said before, I mentioned that it was a fan that was being very rude to me, and in retaliation back, I wanted to spit on him, but as the spit came out of my mouth, it just splattered everywhere and on the little girl.
So, there's that insult that you made about San Antonio women. Why?
It's a lot of big women down there, man. They're really big. Like, they eat churros for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, they're really big, man.
Did you ever apologize for that comment?
When hell freezes over, then I'll apologize.
Okay.
Or I'll apologize when they lose weight. One of the two.
All right. Are you a part of like any organizations or?
I've been a part for years since I've started my career back in the 80s. Multiple charities. My most notable one is Live Strong. And basically because I have the luxury to help mostly kids that are in school to just stay in school and finish school and focus on their education, because that's really important in life.
Okay. So do you believe that by being part of these charities and everything, do you believe that it makes up for like the things you've done in the past, and does it make you a role model?
No. I don't consider myself a role model. In fact, just because in today's society, you know, people think like just because I'm an athlete that I should be a role model. But I disagree. You know, I think parents are role models, teachers are role models. Martin Luther King is a role model because they actually teach and do something far more than just having the luxury to do it. They actually have a purpose behind what they do.
Okay. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Today on air we're talking about former Chicago Bulls player and power forward Dennis Rodman. You may know him as the guy who gets the most rebounds, the guy who has the craziest hair, the guy who wears a wedding dress to his own wedding, or the guy with a lot of piercings. But today we're talking about him as the guy who kicked a reporter in the genitalia and then also decided to insult Mormons.
Good afternoon. We're here with Dennis Rodman. We just have a few questions about things that happened like in the past and what he's up to now. So, we're gonna ask, why did you kick that reporter in the genitals?
You know, I'm not really sure. Just after a rough game, I was really angry and the reporter was getting in my face like they always do, being annoying as those reporters always are. So I felt the need to get him away from me.
And why did you have all those insults towards the Mormons?
Man, I was just in Utah. It's a Mormon country. I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't feel welcome. I feel like they don't accept me because they're straight edge. They don't drink alcohol. They don't drink caffeine. They don't do stuff that I do. So I called them out. I'm sorry.
I mean, did you ever actually like apologize for any of the things that you've done?
No, not really. But for the Mormon one, my coach did apologize for me. So that was nice. Gave a little apology to the public from the coach.
So what are you currently doing now?
Well, right now I have a lot of organizations and charities going. I have an organization and charity for AIDS and HIV. I have one for PETA, one for disadvantaged youth. Why Me breast cancer, I've donated to them. I have donated $53,000 to Chicago Police Department. In total, I have donated $576,000 to all 11 charities.
So why'd you choose these organizations?
Well, for the disadvantaged youth one, I consider myself a disadvantaged youth. I came from Oak Cliffs, Dallas, which is a really bad area, one of the worst areas in the country, still is today. So I would consider myself a disadvantaged youth, so I just want to give back to kids who don't have what I didn't have when I was a kid. And then I donated to the Chicago Police Department because I really appreciate what they do in Chicago, and that's where I played basketball for a very long time in some of my greatest years. And I know they have a hard job in Chicago. It's one of the roughest cities. I just want to thank them for what they do. And also, PETA, I love animals. I do not agree with the treatment of animals, so I gotta support the animals.
So, do you think that these are ways to like make up for things that you've done in the past?
I don't want to look at it like that, but yeah, I guess you could say that. I guess I had a little trouble in the past sometimes. Didn't always come out clearly what I wanted to say or how I meant to act, but now I like to hope this kind of makes up for my misbeings in the past.
All right, thank you.
Today on Sports Center Live, we're talking about one of the pastime biggest rivalries in ice skating, and that rivalry would be between Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan. Now on to you, Sarah.
Now, I would like to tell you guys about this pastime incident that occurred. We will show you an unreleased video clip of Tanya Harding's ex-husband, John Stone, who ordered the hit on Nancy Kerrigan.
Oh, hey, how's it going? How did practice go today? Was it going all right?
Can we not talk about practice?
You mind if I ask why?
Go ahead.
Why don't you want to talk about practice?
I'm just so tired of being broke. I'm so tired of not having endorsements. The Olympics are coming up, and I really want to win gold, because if we win gold, then we could probably get endorsements and get some money going.
So is it Nancy, the one that's in your way right now, of all the endorsements and winning the gold?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
All right, well, why don't you just keep training? I think I can figure out something to take care of Nancy. God damn it. Tanya needs to win this. I need to figure out something right now. Yo, what's up, man? Yeah, we're having some trouble. Tanya, she needs to win this gold. There's really no option about it. Our family's low on money. We need sponsorships, and she needs to be number one. Only person standing in the way right now, Nancy Kerrigan. Do you think you can help me figure something out? Alright. I guess we could do six grand and you'll take care of it? Alright, I'll meet you somewhere, we'll talk about the details a little bit more. Bye. Oh shit, what's up, man? Yeah, thanks for showing up. You're the person I need to talk to right now. Alright, so my wife, Tanya Harding, is competing for the gold, and right now she has one problem standing between that gold and a lot more sponsorships. That problem is Nancy Kerrigan. I need something done with that problem, and I heard you were the right man to call about it. Is there anything you think you can do?
Yeah, I can take care of it, but how much are you willing to pay?
Let's see here. It's a lot of trouble. I'll do $4,500. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, I can take that, man.
Alright, what's your plan on this one?
Well, let's see. I think I'll be able to catch her at practice. I'll just wait outside, break her knee so she can't compete, and then your wife should have no problem at the Olympics.
Alright, that sounds good to me. This cannot come back to me in any way. It cannot come back to my wife. This just needs to stay away from us. It just needs to be taken care of and get done as soon as possible.
Yeah, man, don't worry.
Sounds good. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just heading out from practice now. I'll be home soon. Oh, why me?
Are you alright? What happened?
Someone just hit my knee. I don't know.
It's alright. I'm calling 911 right now.
Even though Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan have had their troubles in the past and had a very serious incident, we now today are going to sit down with them in an interview and discuss what happened.
I would like to begin by saying how sorry I am about what happened to Nancy Kerrigan. I am embarrassed and ashamed to think that anyone close to me could be involved.
When I did the press conference, I was just like, we got to do something because I didn't do this. But at that very point, when they said, oh, well, she did it, then it's like everybody looks at me like I'm the guilty party.
I had no prior knowledge of the planned assault on Nancy Kerrigan. I am responsible, however, for failing to report things I learned about the assault when I returned home from nationals. Despite my mistakes, I ask only for your understanding and the opportunity to represent my country with the best figure skating performance of my life. Thank you.
What about Jeff? What do they mean not to go?
Welcome to Sports Center. My name is Kaylin Jackson. Here we have our fifth athlete, Marion Jones, a former Olympic track runner that has won 5 medals in her Olympic career. Here we have live footage of her confessing to taking steroids and her reasons why.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Marion Jones Thompson, and I'm here today because I have something very important to tell you, my fans, my friends, and my family. Over the many years of my life as an athlete in the sport of track and field, you have been fiercely loyal and supportive towards me. Even more loyal and supportive than words can declare has been my family, and especially my dear mother, who stands by my side today. And so it is with a great amount of shame that I stand before you and tell you that I have betrayed your trust. I want all of you to know that today I pled guilty to 2 counts of making false statements to federal agents. Making these false statements to federal agents was an incredibly stupid thing for me to do, and I am responsible fully for my actions. I have no one to blame but myself for what I have done. To you, my fans, including my young supporters, the United States Track and Field Association, my closest friends, my attorneys, and the most classy family a person could ever hope for, namely my mother, my husband, my children, my brother and his family, my uncle, and the rest of my extended family. I want you to know that I have been dishonest. And you have the right to be angry with me. I have let them down, I have let my country down, and I have let myself down. I recognize that by saying that I'm deeply sorry, it might not be enough and sufficient to address the pain and the hurt that I've caused you. Therefore, I want to ask for your forgiveness for my actions, and I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me.
Good afternoon. We're here with Marion Jones, and we just have a few questions. So, do you feel like doping was the only way you could compete at such a high level?
You know, at the time, I guess I thought that it would give me an edge I needed to compete and succeed, but now I can see that I probably made a mistake.
Do you regret lying about doing it?
Definitely. I think that because I lied about it, it made the problem much worse, and if I had been truthful from the beginning, maybe I wouldn't have ended up where I did.
Are you doing anything now to correct the mistakes that you've made?
I'm trying to teach other people to not make the mistakes that I've made. So I started my own foundation, and I named it Take a Break. So the whole point of it is to teach kids that when they're faced with a tough decision, that they'll take a break and stop and think about the consequences that it might have, like in my life, how it took away my athletic career.
Okay. Do you feel like this has helped to erase the mistakes you've made in the past?
I don't know if I would say it's erased it, because what I've done is always there, and I'm always going to be upset that I did it because it ruined my career, but I'm glad that I can teach other kids and other people to not do the mistakes that I've made so they can actually have a life and a career that they can be proud of.
All right, thank you.
Another fucking losing season. You gonna score today or not? You gonna score?
Hey, man.
You gonna pass the ball or what?
You're on the bench, man.
Hey man, you still suck. You still can't win a game.
Mom sucks too, man.
Today on SportsCenter Live, we're talking about NBA's one of damn shit.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is your host, Logan Smith on SportsCenter Live, and I'll be walking you through, restart that shit. One of the biggest ice skating rivalries, and that would be between Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan.
Welcome to Sports Center. My name is Kaylin Jackson, and for our fifth athlete, we have Marion. I forgot her name.
3, 2, 1.